And welcome back. And joining us now, Mike Angelides, the head varsity basketball coach. Well, I'm ready to jump gears here all of a sudden from Marmion. And Mike, thanks for coming out tonight.
Thanks for having us, Dave.
Let's introduce the players. Sitting to my right, to your left on the screen is Scott Stolpa. Next to him is Jim Madden. Next to me is that talkative Ron Rudau, and to the left, to the right on the screen is Matt Volkman. And tell us a little bit about how the season's been going so far, Mike.
Right now we're 8-13 overall. We're 6-6 in our conference. We've been playing very well lately. We started the season very slowly. We had a lot of injuries. We lost a couple of kids for the entire season because of different types of injuries. Around January, we started getting back a couple of our guys. Most of them were injuries during the football season. And we started 1-9. And right now, in January, we've been 7-4 in our last 11 games.
Yeah, when you get players back from injuries, it always seems a while to get the chemistry on how everything fits back together, because roles get reestablished, and everybody's got to find out kind of where they fit in things, don't they?
You're absolutely right. That has been a big problem for us this year. We started out, and there were times that we were only dressing 7 or 8 people.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden we started getting one guy back, 2 guys back, and as you mentioned, it's hard to find rotations. It's hard to find out who plays well with whom, and that has been a problem. Since the middle of January, we have kind of settled in a lineup. We know how we rotate people in and out, and our team has relaxed, plays with a lot of confidence right now, and we're looking forward to finishing the season strong.
With the addition of a couple new teams in the conference, how's that changed the conference as far as the setup and the pairings going along?
It has become a lot more competitive. In terms of the scheduling, for the first time we have to play back-to-back Friday-Saturday conference games. We didn't have to do that, and that's a big challenge, because a lot of times what happens on Friday determines a lot what will happen on Saturday. But for us, we've been very competitive with most of the teams in our conference. In the beginning, we had a couple of tough losses, one in overtime, one at Aurora Central by 2 at the buzzer. But for the last 7 games, we're 5-2 in conference, and we played very well.
Scott, we'll start with you, and tell us a little bit how the conference race is heating up there and how Marmion fits into that mix.
Well, right now, St. Edward's is on top. St. Edward's and St. Francis are on top with 1 loss apiece. And after that, it comes, we're third. We're third at 6. Montini's third, and we're 4th. We're 6-6, and we have a very good chance of getting that 3rd spot. It looks like St. Edward's and St. Francis will battle for the top spot. Whoever wins their last game will probably take the conference.
Jim, tell us a little bit about some of the strengths of the cadets and some of the things that you guys feel like you're working on to become a better ball club.
I think that we're trying to have defense as our strength. I mean, we try to pride ourselves on that, and we want that to be what we're good at, and that wins us the games. And I think we get the offense has to just be executed.
Yeah, sometimes people think the offense is what wins ball games, but if you can shut down the other team's scoring threats, it gives yourself sometimes more opportunities to score.
We pride ourselves in defense, and the kids believe in that. That's very important. That we as coaches can say whatever we want to say, but if the players don't believe in that, they will not go out and do it. And I've been very, very fortunate the past 2 years being in Marmion that we've been working with a great bunch of kids and that really pride themselves in playing hard-nosed basketball, playing good defense, and then taking our chances offensively.
Yeah, and Marmion's always been known as a good academic program, too, so you're working with students that they are students, number one, and so that's got to kind of help them when you try to get through to them and teach them things that they either pick it up quickly or they understand what you're getting at.
Well, absolutely. And although at times, academic and athletic intelligence, they're not the same, but we've been pretty good about that. We have a lot of, as you mentioned, high academic achievers in our team. 10 of our 12 varsity players made the honor roll this year, and we're very, very proud of that. And as you mentioned, Marmion emphasizes the total growth of a person, academic, spiritual, and athletic. And the academic intelligence and the intelligence of those people definitely helps us. We do a lot of different things with our offense and our defense in terms of switching or in terms of running different sets. And it does take quick thinkers to be able to execute, and we do have that.
Ron, quick thinkers. Your defense sets up your offense for you?
Oh, without a doubt. Whenever we know we're playing good defense during the game, our offense just flows with whatever we're doing. And when we're not playing, it's a struggle for everyone that's out there on the floor.
Yeah, offense can take a night off, but defense can't, right?
Right. Yeah, defense has to be there all the time, otherwise, you can win games, but not without defense.
Matt, what are some of the things that you see that have changed with the ball club? You're getting people back from injuries. Roles are being redefined a little bit. What are some of the changes that you see that are really helping the ball club?
At the beginning of the year, a lot of kids didn't know exactly their roles in the team as far as when to shoot, what shots to take, who to pass the ball, where, when. But now we have everybody back, and we got some better shooters in there. We got post players. We got predominant outside players. So, and everybody now just really knows the position, where they're supposed to be at times and where they're not supposed to be at times. You don't want me and Ronnie down there posting up, just like you don't want Pat and Jimmy outside the three-point arc. We just know in our heads that where we have to be and where we don't have to be.
Yeah. Matt touched on something very important, and I see is a problem when you start getting players on the floor that aren't used to playing together, and that's spacing. You start seeing 2 or 3 guys bunched up together, and when you see 2 or 3 offensive players stand together, I just touched on something evidently that's been a problem.
Well, it was in the beginning. As Matt mentioned, the way we play, we depend a lot on execution. We're a very simple team in our approach to the game. We're a man-to-man team, and we're primarily a motion offense team. So for us to play against people, we really need to know where we are. We need to know who's screening for who, like Matt said. We need to be able to recognize when a defense is switching, where a defense is playing straight defense. We need to be able to throw the ball inside to our post players. We need to be able to know when to shoot the ball. And that was a problem in the beginning, but finally we've been playing pretty well lately. We have settled down a little bit, and everybody knows where they're supposed to be, and at times we look pretty good.
Ron, is that a problem sometimes, of realizing when the other team you can push the ball against them, and other times when maybe pushing it's not the best idea?
Yeah, you just have to know when to and when not to. There's certain times that upgoing the pace of the game is good and try to get out on a little run, put them down a little bit, but then you got to know when to slow things down and take your time and run some good offense.
Yeah, sometimes pushing the ball plays right into the other team's defense on what they want you to do.
Well, that's a key element to be a successful team. You need to know what pace is to your advantage. If you go play a very athletic team that can overwhelm you on an open court game, well, it wouldn't be particularly smart on our part to go and push the pace. On the other hand, when you play a team that is more used to playing a half-court game, well, then you really want to accelerate the pace. And we have done a pretty good job recognizing that this year, and we take our chances, but I would say overall we're more of a half-court execution team.
Most coaches like to divide the season into thirds. The first third, just seeing what they got. Second third, getting ready for the last part, the conference race, if you will. And then the last third, getting ready for postseason play. And we're kind of in that last third now. And what are some of the things that you see your ball club improving and getting ready for the state tournament?
I think we're playing a lot more confident, with a lot more confidence right now. We're shooting the ball pretty well, and part of the reason we're shooting the ball well is because we're taking good shots. I think we have become closer as a team. We have become more together as a team as the year went on, and that really shows in the way we play defense. As you know, we're classified as a AA school, although we're a pretty small school. And we get to open our postseason play with St. Charles at St. Charles. We're definitely going to be the underdog, but we believe that, as long as we go there and we do the best we can and execute, we still have a chance.
What are some of the things you would like to see the ball club do real well now for the last part of this season to get ready for St. Charles?
I think we need to be more consistent. We'll even right now that we're playing pretty well overall, we'll have lapses during the game. We'll have 2 good quarters, and then we'll kind of plateau or become flat for 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll get it back. And I think if we get to a point where we can execute for 32 straight minutes, we can be a pretty decent team.
Is that tough to get that through 17-year-olds that you got to play? It may seem like you're playing 32 minutes, but hey, guys, pick it up a little.
At times it's hard, but they have responded. For the most part, these guys have done a good job. And what's really good, and what I'm very happy with this particular team, is the fact that when we tell them that something is wrong, they do understand that. Mm-hmm. And, they do try to fix it. They do try to improve, and they do try to get better.
Mike, good luck, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
You bet. We'll take a break, and when we come back, Ed Johnson and the Lady Huskers from Serena will join us right after this.